Days Gone winds up becoming another success for PlayStation on the PC. Yes, you heard that right. The PC version of Days Gone is actually doing pretty well.
How many copies did you buy to make it a success, LeRon?
Actually, I have yet to buy a copy. And so I'm staying true to form on this because I didn't get it on PlayStation, and I haven't gotten it on PC either. Yeah. All right. Although Days Gone on PC launched to middling reviews, it had a fairly strong launch week overall. It was the best-selling game on Steam that week with 27,450 concurrent players over the weekend and a 92% positive rating. It did not outperform Horizon Zero Dawn, but I guarantee you the suits at Sony are sure to be smiling about it either way it goes. Despite having a much worse port with poor performance and crashes causing the game to initially launch to mixed reviews on Steam. To mixed Steam reviews. Horizon had almost double the players around its launch week. It had a concurrent peak of 56,557 in its first few days, though it took a pretty steep nosedive right after that. I'm going to go ahead and take a cheap shot here at this one by just saying, while the sales for Days Gone have been a little slower than perhaps John Garvin, the former director, would have liked, it is impressive that both games are currently sitting at 92% for recent positive reviews on Steam. Both have done well, and their decent sales and positive reception can only be good signs for getting more Sony exclusive games ported over to the PC in the future. All right, so it's time to speculate. What's the next PlayStation title we're likely to see released on PC? And don't say Ratchet and Clank, because if you go to my pod clip right now on YouTube about Ratchet and Clank possibly rumored to come to PC, man, people have words in the comments.
Well, the PS4 one, right? Like that would kind of make sense, right? I feel like.
Yeah,
and not the new one, right? Like
you're talking about the 2016 Ratchet and Clank, the one that they kind of loosely based that movie around.
Yeah, I always forget that movie exists, but
the Hollow
film. Wow. Yeah, but honestly, I think the next game that we're going to see on PC is God of War.
I think so too.
I feel like
we're talking the 2018 one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like they've exhausted everything they could get out of PlayStation. It's on the PlayStation Plus collection if you have PS5. It's been on PlayStation now. They've exhausted, like, if you haven't purchased God of War by now and you're a PlayStation guy, right, like, you're not going to get it. I just feel like, to me, it just says you're not going to get it. So it's another way to extract revenue from that game, and it's free promotion for the next game, right? Like, that's how I looked at Horizon, was like, hey, we're going to experiment with this. We're going to put it on PC. We have a sequel coming. It's advertisement, and people are going to pay for it. So,
I want to see Bloodborne come to PC. I think that's what
that is one of the biggest rumors out there right now. That Bloodborne will happen on PC. That is one of the biggest rumors right now.
Why is Bloodborne still locked to PS4 at that 30 frames a second, at that, not even 1080p resolution? Like, it's just like it's a game that's begging to be remastered, reworked, patched. Yeah. Like, why is that? Is it like a From Software thing? Like, do they have to?
You took the words out of my mouth, because I was going to say it feels like a From Software thing. I was literally going to say when you asked that question.
To me, it's like they did Demon's Souls, though. So, like, that, I feel like that negates that thought, right? I don't know.
I have no idea either. Any final thoughts on this?
No, not really. I'm just excited to see more games. I'm always excited to see more games. So I can watch them, say, I want to play that someday, and then turn my console on and play Destiny or something.
Well, last week in Rumor Control, I did make a note that, like, the Steam page, when you go to Sony's page on Steam,
Mhm.
there was somewhere someone sleuthed it and found out that there's at least 13 additional titles coming that have yet to be announced. So
Yeah.
stuff is happening.
Yeah, I could definitely see stuff like Dreams coming to PC. I could see Concrete Genie, Gravity Rush, maybe the Uncharted trilogy, like the first 3 games could
Yeah,
possibly.
the Nathan Drake collection. Yeah.
Yeah, I could totally see that kind of stuff coming over to PC. Like games that have already exhausted their worth on PlayStation, right? Then that's how you put. Especially if there's a new Uncharted coming. Like I could even see the first Last of Us come out on PC if this rumored remake isn't real, because of the HBO show coming, right? Like I could see them doing that, or they could put that version on PC and then a year later put the remake out on PlayStation 5, right? Like that also makes sense to me. So I don't know. There's a lot of things they could do to make more money, and I just don't know why they're not doing it yet. So maybe they have some weird strategic plan, right? Like, there's people a lot smarter than me working at Sony. I'm just sitting in my office in my house, right? It's just that table back there. I don't want it to fool you. There's a kid's toy in there.